So I am very glad you brought this up because I would love to take this opportunity to talk about the 1999 anime adaptation of Hunter x Hunter. Now, I'm sure there are a bunch of people out there who are already well aware that this anime exists, but I also think that there's a lot of people who only know about the 2011 version. And part of that is because the 1999 version never actually finished. It ran into several problems when it was being made, one of which was funding, and another of which was the story wasn't finished, so they didn't have anything to animate. The show only got 3 seasons, and it ended with the Phantom Troop. So there was no Greed Island, definitely no Chimera Ant arc. I believe there were OVAs that covered some of Greed Island, but I didn't see any of that, so I can only really talk about the 3 seasons they had. In terms of story, it's almost exactly the same. I think one of the main differences is that early on, there's more setup for the characters, and when they reanimated it, they skipped a bunch of that stuff. Like, Gon stays on his original island for like 3 episodes. He has this whole adventure where he's like setting these lions free that were like captured by these zoo people. It was wild, but it did establish that Gon has like a really good connection with animals, which we see later in the show as well. Obviously, we get a lot of nice, gritty 90s Kurapika because, as I said, it did cover up through the Phantom Troop arc. And this is one thing that I actually think the original 99 anime did better than the 2011 adaptation. Kurapika's eyes were so much more red in the original. Like, this updated version of his eyes looks so, like, dark and muddy to me. When you look at those, like, I could see those being described as one of the most beautiful colors in the world, but this down here doesn't really match that description for me. Most of the character designs are obviously going to be the same because they just take the designs from the manga, with very slight stylistic changes, like Leorio is a bit less angular than he is in the 2011 version. But one thing that was different back then was color palettes. It seemed like those weren't really set in stone at the time, so if you look down here, you have a blue-haired Hisoka, a sort of red-headed Kite, and there are, of course, plenty of other examples of people who just slightly off color palette from what you're used to. Overall, I think the 99 anime adaptation was really good. It was actually the first version of Hunter x Hunter that I ever saw. The 2011 one wasn't airing yet. In fact, I had just finished the York New City arc, and I was like, man, it sucks that there's not more. And then, like, a couple of weeks later, they announced the 2011 version. I'm like, oh, cool! I guess I'll watch that when it comes out. Now, if you want to watch this version, as far as I'm aware, it's not available on any legal streaming sites, but I'm quite certain that it is available on plenty of less than legal sites. So if you want to watch it, you're gonna have to find one of them.